In this video, I want to explain a bit the difference between love and attachment. So often we relate these two concepts. So let us think a bit more about what it all means. So as I explained in my former videos, love is the recognition of yourself. And this is a bit philosophical, but what is yourself? Who are you? In the big picture, you are consciousness. You are everything. You are much more than just this physical body. So right now in this human life, you believe you are this body and you are your mind, and this is who you are. So whatever you recognize as you, whatever you want to identify with, that's often what you love. So in our limited form as a human, we love only conditional, we love only selective, because there are things that we like and things that we don't like. But in the big picture, we are, of course, everything. We are consciousness. So you can also say that love is everything, because you can recognize yourself in everything. But in this limited body, in this human form, we only recognize ourselves in a limited way. And often we are judging, and even who we are and what we are, we don't want to recognize as us. If we are not happy with our body, we don't want to recognize it as us. We don't want to identify with our body, and then we judge it and we don't love it. But as a human, we can say that what we love is what we are identifying with, is what we want to attach to. So what can you see as attachment? Attachment is what you want to identify with, what you want to relate with, what you want to connect with. So what you want to define as a part of you, as a part of you. And these things are things that we choose. We want to, for example, attach ourselves to a certain person, and then we believe that this person is like a part of us. Of course, mentally we know that that person is not us, because he or she has a different body than us. So mentally we know that. But still, when that person disappears out of our life, we feel a loss, like a part of us is gone. So this recognition of something else or someone else as us, this attachment, this defining what we are and what we are not, is more than just a mental thing. It happens energetical, it happens emotional, it happens spiritual, who knows. So love is much more than a mental recognition of something that you want to relate to, or that you recognize as a part of you. So you can see attachment as something that intuitively you recognize as you, and you see it as a part of you. And when that thing or that person goes away out of your life, you feel a loss, like something that you are is gone. But of course, in the big picture, that is not possible, because you are already everything. You are already complete. And there is also no condition or no judgment in what you love. What you are which is everything, you simply love unconditional. And in this limited form as a human being, we believe that we are only this body. So everything else is different than us. Everything else is strange to us. It is not us. And then we are going to identify ourselves with things and attach to things that we somehow take as our own. So you can attach to your country or your race or your gender or your religion or your political choice or another person or your clothes or your music. You can attach to kind of everything, and then you take these things as a part of you, as your identity. And when you have to lose some kind of stuff, when you lose parts of this identity, when you lose parts of this attachment, you feel like a loss, and you go through a mourning process, because you became less. A part of you died, a part of you disappeared, which is of course not possible, because you cannot die, you cannot disappear. And this is the illusion of being a human being. We believe that we are limited, and we believe that there are other things that we can take into us that we can also lose. So we are having this process of attachment because we want to hold on. We want to hold on to these things. So the process of attachment, you can say, actually is a sort of fear. We want to hold on to things because somehow we are also afraid to lose them. We are afraid to lose them. We are afraid to disappear. We are afraid to die. So attachment is something that you conditionally love. So you recognize these things as a part of you, and then you hold on to them because you are afraid to lose them, which is, of course, not possible, because you are everything, and consciousness is everything, and love is everything, which are all the same. Maybe it's all a bit complex, maybe it's all a bit difficult and abstract, philosophical, but of course you can always ask some questions, and I want to explain more about these things, of course.